Hi there, this is Joe DeRuyter with Aisling Dynamics, and what we want to do is go over how easy it is to correct and redo a posted sales invoice. In the three dots, you've got to correct. So you can correct this, and what it'll do is post the sales invoice. It'll create a credit memo, apply it to this existing sales invoice, and then set up a new sales invoice in order for you to add whatever line or take whatever line off of it. So now it's creating the credit memo, it's assigning the credit memo to this old invoice 10322 and created a new sales invoice for me to come in here and update. Now there's an easier way to update the external document, but let's just say I needed to add another item. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that item here. It's warning me about my work date and ship date. So I can hit add the item, check the invoice amount, release it if that's part of your process. But now I can just go ahead and post it again, and it is corrected. There are other longer processes for creating a corrective. Let's say you have a situation where you're not using the default numbers. The invoices might be coming over from a different system, maybe your CRM system or some other operating system. And so your posted sales invoices are not the default numbers in the numbering series. First off, in order to cancel a posted sales invoice, if you are using custom manual numbers in your number series, then you will need to go into number series and choose to use the default numbers for credit memos, posted credit memos, sales invoices, and posted sales invoices. Okay? To do that, you just go to number series, find the number series, and you're going to, under search, you're going to type sales, right? And you will make these credit memo, posted sales invoice, the default numbers. See that there? At that juncture, you're going to find the invoice in question. Let's just take Tray Research here. I am in Chrono, so I can do pretty much anything I want. And I'm going to cancel that one. It is going to create a credit memo and apply it to this invoice for me and just essentially negate this particular invoice, void the invoice, if you will. And I could open the credit memo, but there's no reason for me. You'll note over here under canceled, both of these are now marked yes. I now need to re-enter this Tray Research invoice number. I'm going to make note of the invoice number and the vendor. Tray Research. I'm then going to go back into number series and into the sales. Oops, not new. Into sales. Let me refresh that page. And I'm going to change these back to manual numbers and uncheck default numbers, okay? Because in this scenario, my company is using manual numbers for sales. Okay, so now I'm just going to go to sales invoices to redo it. I'm going to hit new. Now in my situation, it is auto assigning the invoice number. Otherwise, your invoice number would appear right around in here, right before the customer number. This was for Tray Research. So I'm going to choose Tray Research. And now I don't want to hand key or recreate that invoice by hand. So I'm going to go to Prepare, Copy Documents, and I need to copy it from a posted invoice. Note it could have been copied over from an existing unposted invoice, from a credit memo, from a posted shipment, anything like that. But I'm going to choose posted invoice, and I'm going to type in that particular number, right? So I'm going to go here to look, and I'm going to go to 103225, which was that Tray Research. Hit OK. It's now confirming it's from Tray Research. I'm going to say include header. I don't want it to recalculate the lines. I just want the entire thing copied, including the header. So I'm including the header. Now, if you're copying a document for a new sales, you might want to do recalculate lines, right? In this case, I'm not. I'm going to hit OK, and you'll note that the original posting date, contacts, any external document, and all of the lines will have been copied. The only thing it does is it puts here that it's from this old invoice. You can simply delete that line, add or remove any lines that do not belong on this particular invoice, right? And then repost the invoice, and the invoice corrections are done. So those are two ways based on different scenarios. If you're using default numbers, it's easy. It's super easy with just two or three clicks to cancel and create a corrected invoice. If you're using manual numbers, i.e. these invoices are coming from another system, you'll need to switch up the number series, cancel the invoice, put the number series back, then go into sales invoices and copy the old document. Either way, this is super easy to correct issues with sales. And by the way, this works in purchase invoices as well. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day.